Extremely proud of the guys. I thought they just played really well tonight. We did a really good job on the backboard. I thought what we did on the backboard was special, and then we cut down our turnovers. And when our turnovers are, 12 or fewer, we play at a whole different level because it keeps us out of transition defense to where we're not just giving up easy things, and it gives us more shots on goal. And getting 78 shots up, and we're going to make more than we're going to miss with this team. So thought we did a really good job, and to get beat 19-8 at the free throw line and makes 27 to 8 on attempts, and still win the way we won. I'm just awfully proud of the guys. Questions?
You guys had 5 separate stretches in the first half where you held USC to 3 straight trips without scoring. How much ground has your defense gained in your mind since the first time you played them?
Well, we've just talked about really since the SC game, and I did. There were not excuses. I just thought by the time we got to the Arizona game at home and the SC game on the road, our guys were a little mentally, I think more than anything, mentally tired. And we went into a bye week after that, and we've since had another bye week going into this game. So we've had 2 bye weeks where we've been able to get a little bit of rest and then really work on some things that we needed to work on, whether that be offensive execution or at the defensive end. And in these 5 games, we're 5-0 in February since that break. Our defense has made great strides. Our efficiency is much, much better. They're just very focused. We won a lot of games early by running away and scoring 100 points. And then when you lose a couple, I think it gets guys' attention of if we're going to play and try to win at the highest level. We don't have to be a perfect defense, but we do have to be better. And I think over the last 2.5 to 3 weeks, we've really improved.
Coach, a follow-up on that question. What has changed with the defense? And was there a focus on it? Did you feel that this was part of the game that had to improve?
Yeah, because I think this is a scoring group. I mean, this group just they enjoy scoring. They enjoy sharing it. 23 and 10. I mean, we've had more 23 and 10s than we have anything else during the year. I mean, our assist turnover ratio for a team's over 2 to 1. That's phenomenal. So it's who they are. It's their identity. And we won a lot of games, even beating Kentucky at Kentucky. I think we scored in the 90s. We've been the number 1 efficient offense by a lot now. I mean, it's not even close right now when you look at offensive efficiency. So that's what their identity is. But I think it took a home loss to Arizona and a road loss at USC to really grab the guys' attention, because it is a group that wants to play at a high level. They want to make a run at the turn, not just the conference, but the conference race, but the conference tournament, postseason play. They want to play, and they want to play for a long time, and they know that their defense has got to continue to improve. I don't think it's ever been as crazy as people have said, just because that's our identity. We're not scoring in the 50s. We'll take a lot of shots off 0 to 1 pass, and that's fine with me because we got a lot of guys that can shoot the ball as long as they're good shots. But I just think that their focus, our stance, our activity, the positioning that we're getting into, it's little things that the guys are doing now. I don't know what our deflections were yet, but we're getting more deflections because our hands are up and we're in a stance. And I would say in November and December, we weren't the best at getting in a stance and staying in a stance, and we're doing a much better job of doing that now.
Is this something, though, that you're focusing on in your practices? Is this something that everyone's on the same page on?
Well, we've been on the same page all year. We're 24 and 3. So these guys haven't been on a different page. I've said it all along, this is a special group of guys. They're high character guys. I think it's just you continue to emphasize things, but different things sink in at different times of the season. And when you're winning, we won all 13 non-conference games. So I can sit there and talk till I'm blue in the face about we got to get better defensively, but they're sitting there looking at me, yeah, we get it. We're 13-0, coach. We even lose our first road game in conference, but it's a last-second shot at Oregon. So it doesn't really sink into them that was defense, because if you look at that play, it was defended very well. He made a great shot. So I just think it took back-to-back losses to try to – doesn't mean we're perfect, doesn't mean we're not going to have games where we have some lapses, but we've had 5 games here in a row where our offensive efficiency has stayed at a high level and our defensive efficiency has gotten a lot better.
Coach, what allowed you guys to handle their zone defense so much better than back in
Well,
January?
one, we didn't turn the ball over. At SC, we turned the ball over, I think, 17 times, and if our notes were right, 14 of the 17 were live ball turnovers. You know, if you're going to turn the ball over, throw it in the stands. Travel, offensive foul, try to make a post feed that goes out of bounds. Those are good dead ball turnovers. When all of a sudden you're just giving it to them like we did 3 weeks ago, then they get out and run. And transition points were a lot different tonight, and I think a lot of that had to do with we took care of the basketball and we were dominant on the backboard. And those were 2 areas that I didn't think we were very good in game 1.
Coach, a few minutes left in the first half. It was a 5-point game. You guys go on that quick little 6-0 spurt. TJ had a dunk. Bryce hit a 3. You were out near the logo giving guys high fives. When you have your team respond like that, especially at the end of half when it's so important, what feeling does that give you as a coach?
Well, it's just fun, and I'm having fun. I've had fun all year with this team. They're a joy to coach in practice, and I want them having fun. At times, they're a quiet group, and we talked about that at halftime. You know, I talked to them at halftime about it, that, you know, we've been talking to you about stance and talking on defense since Australia. You know, that was stuff we've been talking about for a long time. The stance is making progress. The talking still has a lot of growth yet because we got some guys that just have a quiet demeanor. But the more we can talk and communicate, the better we are. And we're so good in transition. I mean, I've been doing this 26 years, and I've never had a team that is so fast and so efficient in transition. And when we're allowed to get stops, we're allowed to get turnovers. And SC didn't turn the ball over a lot tonight. I just thought we got key stops. And we run so well. Our bigs run, our guards run. They can all shoot it, dribble it. And they all pass it well. So when we get an open floor, we're pretty good. So if we can continue to work at that defensive end and get stops, that helps our offense get even more efficient.
You talked about February setting up March. You guys are 5-0 now and playing some of your best basketball. How do you feel that it is setting up? I know you still have a ways to go.
Well, we're healthy. We're very healthy right now, and we got day off tomorrow. And I like what we're doing in practices. Our practices have been much shorter. We literally went for 50 minutes yesterday. Our shoot around this morning was 20 minutes. We just want to keep them fresh, trying to really be focused in what we want to do with our emphasis, both defensively and offensively, and get them out. Spend a little bit more time in the film room. But it was good having this bye week, and our guys have known, and that's a credit to them, because a lot of, I think, players don't take advantage of their bye weeks, and this team's done that. They've gotten rest. They stay off their feet. They don't mess around. They do what they're supposed to do, and they do the right things. And because of that, I think we're pretty fresh right now. And now we've got 2 weeks left in the regular season, and then we got a conference tournament. And then postseason starts. So there's no more breaks. But I like going into the last 2 weeks of the regular season where we're at right now, because we're playing much better now than what we were playing even a month ago. And we've had very few lapses as this season has unfolded. But I like how our guys are gaining some momentum.
In terms of attacking the zone, you'd said last time how the issue wasn't getting the ball in the middle. How do you feel you guys did in that?
Well, I thought we got the ball in the middle well, but I also thought we drove gaps. We played way too passive in game 1. I thought our guards stayed out about 35 feet from the basket, and they're a long athletic team. So if you allow them to press up on you, then I think that favors them, and that happened in game 1. Today, that didn't happen. We attacked. We went downhill at them. We got the ball to the paint either by dribbling it or by passing it. We looked inside out, and we were more accustomed to doing what we normally do. 5-6 guys in double figures again, sharing it the way we did. But I think the big part of our offense is not turning the ball over. And we've done that most of the year. But at the SC game, that was a game we did not value the ball. We turned it over too much.